Hey everyone, welcome to the Flying Fluffy Hockey live review of the Toronto Maple Leafs surprising Game 5 victory in overtime against the Bruins. Icy says, "What's up, boys? Kind of can't believe Toronto didn't choke last night." Yeah, all the choking last night went to the Knicks, who blew a 6-point lead with 30 seconds left and proceeded to lose in overtime to the Sixers. This is after the Sixers had previously choked up a 5-point lead in about the same span of time in, I believe, Game 2. So, how is everybody doing? You're looking forward to tonight's contest between Dallas and Vegas? So, yesterday, four different series were 3-1. 3 of them were the home team trying to finish it at home. One of them was the road team, the home team trying to stay alive. Hello, Cuban. So from last night's results, Toronto and Nashville lived to fight another day, while Winnipeg and the Islanders have been sent home. Hey, Cuban. I'm doing all right. How are you? Says, Bob played good yesterday. Oh, wait. So, this year's finalists for the Norris Trophy, the trophy that is awarded annually to the defense player who demonstrates throughout the season the greatest all-around ability in the position. Your finalists for this year's Norris Trophy are Quinn Hughes, Roman Josi, and Cale Makar. What's up, Metallic Coaster? RC says Bruins blowing close-out games at home go hand in hand with Toronto choking in Game 7. It's a beauty for Cats fans. Oh, it's gonna be a hell of a Game 6 between the Bruins and Leafs, isn't it? What's the best horror movie I've ever seen? I'd have to think about that. Rodolfo says, "Greetings from Chile." Hey, glad to have you here, buddy. The Telecoaster says, "Forsling is robbed. Ought to be a defensive defenseman award." So again, yeah, your Norris Trophy finalists are Quinn Hughes, Roman Josi, and Cale Makar. Let's see. Canucks coach Rick Tocchet defended his decision not to use a coach's challenge to review the Predators' tying goal in Nashville's eventual 2-1 Game 5 victory in Vancouver on Tuesday night. At 7:15 of the third period, with Vancouver's Dakota Joshua in the box for boarding, Predators defenseman Roman Josi went hard to the Canucks net and made contact with goalie Artur Silovs. The puck ended up behind Silovs, who scrambled to find it. Both Vancouver forwards Teddy Bluger and Nashville wiener Gustav Nyquist crashed the crease, and the momentum pushed Silovs into the puck, forcing it over the goal line for a Nashville power play score. So, Jeff says, I'm spoiled. I'm already bored of waiting for a game, even though I'm rooting for rest. RJ asks, haven't the Leafs lost 9 in a row at home, or something crazy like that? It's going to be tough for them to get past that hump. Let's see. Rodolfo says, hopefully the Panthers face the Leafs. You root for the latter. It's not easy to win the series with the Bruins, but it can be done. Colin Jaws will be joining us soon. Isn't that right, Dad?
Yeah, I'll be here soon.
Yeah, he'll be here soon. It's also, the Jets are frauds. Oh, that own goal, though. That is a devastating. What has got to be a worse feeling? Being a Winnipeg Jets fan, seeing your player put it in himself, or being an Islanders fan and watching the Hurricanes score 2 goals in 8 seconds because of the most nightmarish board bounce you can imagine. Yeah, Preds are taking it to game 6 too. Jeff says, only fear I'd have facing the Leafs is the confidence they'd bring with them having slayed the Dragon and Uno reversed their reputation. Kenneth says, if Leafs don't lose in 7, it will be a disservice to us. They always give us hope before defeat. So, yeah, I had picked Jets 2 in my bracket. So my bracket's busted. True says, Toronto looked scary last night. Matthews is the scrub on that line, and Wool is a beast. Daniel says, Vamos gatos, gents. Hopefully, Toronto knocked some of the wind out of the Boston Bums. Kachuk is going to be interviewed on the Pat McAfee show right now. It's going to be interesting to find out. Both Nashville and Toronto kept their seasons alive. Let's see. True says, I told your dad in the beginning of the season, Avs look dangerous and we might get 96 rematch. So Collins says, it was 3-1 Boston. Oh, wait, not yet. Let's see. Here, I'm going to go onto YouTube and I will make a poll. I want you guys to vote on because all right, so far we know that we are getting Hurricanes Rangers in the second round. We are getting Florida and the winner of Boston and Toronto in the second round. And then there will be shoot, I forgot all about the Oilers and Kings series. Where is that series at now? Are they going to play tonight? Yeah, they're playing tonight at 10. Edmonton leads that series 3-1. So let me make a poll because there are now 3 different series that are 3 different series that have the potential to go to game 7, not including Oilers Kings because they've only played 5 games right now. So I'm going to ask which series is most likely to go to 7 games. And your options are Bruins, Leafs, Golden Knights, and Stars, and Canucks, Preds, and I guess I might as well add Kings, Oilers too. Yeah, half of the playoff series are already over in the first round. Okay, there's the poll. So, Jeff, you didn't really consider the Avs legit. Maybe that was a mistake. Well, what I'm curious about, what I think we're all curious about is, do the Leafs in particular force game 7? iDog says the Jets fans chanting "Pull the goalie" is this year's "We Want Florida." Were they chanting that because Georgiev was giving up goals? So I thought things would be more difficult for the Avalanche without the Landeskog, but they seem to have rebounded quite nicely. The Avalanche might be a serious contender. They're moving on to the second round. Yeah, they were making fun of the Avs goalie, and Georgiev took that personally. Oops, that was stupid by the Jets fans. So, what else? What else do you anticipate? Half of the series are over. Florida beats Tampa in 5. The Hurricane beat the Islanders in 5. The Avalanche beat the Jets in 5. And of course, the Rangers swept the Capitals. It should have been the Reds. Just my God, only was held to only 5 shots, no goal, no assist, no shots in 1 or 4. That's pretty bad. So, what though what do you think? Why do you think that failed miserably? I mean, they were supposed to be the greatest defensive teams in the league. I would legitimately at the idea of that, you know, that the Jets were the ones facing the Bears in the finals. Jeff says, P.K. Subban, when asked who he was most impressed with in the East so far, guys, the Rangers, who faced an AHL team in the first round. Seriously, bro? Maybe he's just impressed because the President's Trophy curse hasn't taken them out yet. Hey, Kenneth says the 12 o'clock lag bug hitting hard today. Oh man. Yeah, I see the internet icon. Let's see. Colin says, good news, Bennett will skate tomorrow. And there's a good chance for Bennett to play in game 1 of round 2. Hey, that is good news. Yeah, I hope he makes it. I hope he makes it back into the lineup for game 1. So was the Leafs beating the Bruins the most surprising continuation of a series last night? Did anyone was anyone more surprised by Nashville beating Vancouver 2-1? Vancouver better be careful because I think the Predators were, they were really close to winning Game 4. Kenneth says John Cooper doesn't like golf, I guess. Kenneth says because of no Demko, I wasn't as surprised. iDog says I figured Nashville and Toronto would both go ahead, go at least 6. You were more surprised that the Jets didn't win at home. Jeff, you wanted to believe Nashville could be a surprise finalist? Yeah, well, Nashville still remains my dark horse candidate. Nashville just needs 2 more victories to move on, you know. Trey said the Preds should be the team up 3-2. Kenneth says that the Jets did their best New York Jets impression. Really, I was really surprised. I thought, Winnipeg had scored a touchdown against the Avalanche and shut them out in their last regular season game, their last regular season matchup. Austin says, I can't tell if Colorado is good. The offense is deadly, but their goals against average is -4. Well, the Avalanche strategy seems to be just shoot as many rounds as you can into Hellebuyck until he collapses. And that's exactly what happened. I mean, Colorado just Hellebuyck ended up giving up at least 5 goals every game, correct? That is bad. Hellebuyck went from, he did so well, he's got a Vezina nomination. He's one of the Vezina finalists, and thank God they don't include playoff performance in factory for Vezina, or else Hellebuyck would be screwed. Yeah, spontaneous combustion. Let's see. So tonight we get Vegas and Dallas at 7:30, and then Los Angeles and Edmonton at 10. I believe Edmonton will be looking to close out the series against the Kings at home. So I believe my dad is about to join us, so I should get myself ready. Kenneth says Thursday is going to feel like lose and Leafs out win and face a potential 4th straight Game 7 loss to Boston to add to the misery. If we win Game 7, will be such a relief. Hopefully, roll up. iDog, you think Vegas goes up 3-2 tonight and the Oilers eliminate the Kings? So you want the most you want the outcome that will produce the most salt, huh? Or I guess that's not what you want, it's more what you think. All right. You ready to join? Okay. Hey. What's up?
All right, trying to get my camera situated. All right, we're good. How about them Cowboys? Oh, wrong sport. I screwed up again. Good morning, everybody. Sorry I took so long. I got a little bit behind this morning. Fluffy had a fall. He's okay, but I had to spend my morning making sure that he could at least get up on his own if I was not down there with him. So 90 minutes later, he seems to be okay. He's settled down right now, but so that's where I'm at. That and getting ready to make some content this afternoon. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? But you got to be in a good mood this morning, right? Kenneth, you got to be feeling pretty good. Dietrich, how you doing?
iDog says, hey, the Cowboys re-signed Zeke. They're going all in.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. The one day in a galaxy far, far away, the Dolphins and Cowboys will meet in the Super Bowl. Whether or not I'm alive to see that, though, that's iffy at best. So what do we got going on, Kyle?
Well, we got this year's Norris Trophy finalists.
Oh, okay. And Walenskas?
No.
Is the guy that led the league in plus minus on the list?
Hang on a second. It is the Norris Trophy finalists are Quinn Hughes, Roman Yossi, and Cale Makar.
Gustav Forsling. No? God damn it. All right, that's how it's going to be, huh?
Well, the trophy is for the defense player who demonstrates throughout the season the greatest all-around ability in the position.
I see. So I guess they Gustav doesn't have a lot of points offensively. So
yeah.
I mean, Makar should win it anyway, but he should be on the list. He's probably in the top 5. They'll never tell us that. You know what I mean? Just like with Zito and the GM of the year, you know, miraculously, magically. I mean, he finished in 3rd place last year. So, yeah, Forsling will win the Jaws Award. I like that. I like that. He wins the Transmogrifier Clone Award for the number of times going into the locker room looking like he had broken his body in half. And he just comes out in the next period and he's fine, like nothing's wrong. Trey. Good morning, Trey. So we got happy Leaf fans here this morning, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yep. I can't. We had a good time watching that. We're going to have a really good time tonight. Here, let me go get you. Let me show you what I got for tonight.
What?
Yeah, here we go. There we go. That's what we're talking about tonight.
Yeah. So, the Heat and Celtics are playing tonight at 7:30. So, guess what I'm putting on during the intermissions?
What are you doing?
Heat and Celtics.
Oh, jeez. Eyes, we have something coming. The old man actually thought of a good idea this morning. It's going to be short, but it's going to be Kyle and I. We got something coming. Probably have it out by tomorrow morning because I've got another video that I've got coming out this afternoon, I believe. But we'll see. At worst, it'll be tomorrow morning. But it'll be short, but it's a good idea. It'll be fun. Kyle loves the idea. You can see how thrilled he is. Kenneth says, I hope the Stars jersey doesn't bring more salt to the comments. Let them bring it. Let them bring it. Hey, I've been doing this for 8 years. I don't even have 8,000 subscribers. Any attention is good attention at this point. You know what I mean? And any attention for the most part, right? I'm not going to – you notice I didn't make a video about Cooper and his skirts comment. I'm good. I'm good there. So how did that end up? Did Cooper come out and was he forced to apologize? I haven't been online. Eyes, I have a Vegas shirt. And do I have a Vegas hat? I think I have two things Vegas. I know I have a long sleeve shirt, but I feel like I had something else too. But I wouldn't. I wear it during the off season. Not wear it, but in a couple of skits I wore it.
iDog says, "What about the Marlins? We come back against the Rockies. Marlins going to World Series."
I would just like to point out that they started doing really, really bad when I did the booga juju, and then last night y'all told me it was 5-0, and so I did the reverse booga juju, and they come back and won. So I want money. Tell them Marlins to give me money, and I'll do the juju. I'll do the booga juju every day. See how many games they can win. Kenneth says they had the Cup Finals hat. Yeah. I wore it once this year, and that got people salty. I'm like, it's got the Panthers logo on there. I guess the only thing that I could do is if I got, because this is the new logo, the new Panthers logo. If I got a patch that's the old logo and put it over the Vegas one, I guess then I could wear that hat. Oh, okay. Bally Sports is no longer going to be on Comcast. Oh, geez. Well, I think they're going to be losing the games anyway, right? I think they're going to be losing the games. I mean, the games are going to be on a different channel anyway. But that's why I've stuck with DirecTV all these years for the most part, even though it's expensive as hell. With cable, it's tough to get the packages that you want as an out-of-stater to know that you're going to get to see every game, whatever feed you're going to get to see. Hey, Dennis, go ahead, Kyle. What you got?
I was just looking around ESPN for some news.
Right. So tonight we've got Dallas and Vegas, and tomorrow night we go back to Toronto. And we got any Bruins fans here? What's going on? Like, are y'all going to do that again? I mean, seriously, I don't understand. I said it in the recap last night. You would have thought the only thing the Bruins would have been saying to themselves all day long, like just making themselves crazy, just saying, last year, Game 5 against the Panthers. Last year, Game 5 against the Panthers. You would have thought they would have come out and had just like nothing but tunnel vision to make sure that, and not only it happened the exact same way, pretty much, right? Except, Toronto didn't have to tie it late, but they lose in overtime again. And Woll made a very Bobrovsky-ish save there, when he kind of stretched out his legs and did, the scissor legs and stopped the puck at the side of the net. I says that I see the Tampa City Hall was lit up with Panthers, right? No, you're making that up.
Yeah, he's probably making that up.
You're making that up, right?
Kenneth says Bruins took Beecher out of the lineup and Leafs won every face-off.
Yeah, it's really, really, really strange. And now I wonder if they're going to go back to Omar, which I'm sure the Leafs would be happy to oblige them if they went back to Omar, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. And Swayman's been playing well, but the Bruins, they make some weird lineup moves. Go ahead, Kyle.
Ulai Doug says, I saw a lot of Bruins fans were annoyed their coach changed their lineups last night.
Yeah. Vettel says, I love how some people actually got mad that you wore a Bruins hat. I mean, I've been doing it for years. I mean, I've been doing the skits for 2 or 3 years now, at least 2 years, right? The people that get mad in the playoffs when I put on the other team's jerseys and gear, that just tells me who doesn't watch during the off season. Because during the off season, I had a bunch of skits with all the different jerseys and whatnot. So that just tells me who's watching and who's only watching to watch me melt down in the playoffs if it happens. I know they're out there. I haven't quite reached Dangle status yet. I got another 10 years, but we're going to win. So we won't have the excuse that Dangle has to be as great. Oh, which, by the way, I got to bring up, if you watch Dangle's recap from last night, like the first 3 or 4 minutes, it's like the story of how the Panthers got to the finals last year. I quite enjoyed it. It's a good story. It's like a night story. I could listen to it all day long. It was very pleasing.
What story? The
Dangle, because he was he was basically drawing a comparison between how like we had it 3-1 and came back, and the Leafs have it 3-1, and he was talking about how the winner of the series gets Florida, and then he went into he spent several minutes on telling the whole story of how Florida got there last year. He was making a point about his series, but yeah, I quite enjoyed those several minutes. It was nice. It was a good story. I like that story. Hey, John. Yeah, Sean says Bruins may move to a new city if they lose this series. Bruh, could they do that 2 years in a row? That would be like if the Lions got all the way back again and he still didn't kick the field goal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's do it again, right?
The Colorado Rockies became the first MLB team since 1900 to trail in each of its first 29 games.
They haven't had one game where they've had to lead the whole way.
Yeah.
God almighty. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's like some, what is it? The 1985 Tigers? No, that's the opposite. The 1985 Tigers, I believe it was 85. I think they started something like 35-5 or some crazy thing. That's like the opposite. Dennis says they do the same thing to hockey guy when he wears team jerseys. And I said this before, what's interesting about that is that when I first went about, I'm going to do skits and I'm going to have the other jerseys, what I thought was, well, if the hockey guy can do it, I can, right? I thought if he's okay to wear everybody's jerseys, then it must be an accepted thing that it's okay. The part I'm getting a kick out of is I'm wearing the Bruins hat rooting for the Leafs. I can't help it. They're like a little lost puppy dog that you just want, come on, you can get up. Come on. Of course, I won't feel that way if they win and Woll goes on a crazy run and we got to play him again. Go ahead, Kyle.
I'm just doing a comments rapid fire.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kenneth says, just wonderful, go Rugs. I'm cursed. Because I mentioned the Rockies.
Right.
John says Forsling is only a plus 56. The award sucks. Pacharo says Pat McAfee is already interviewing Matthew Tkachuk.
That's cool. That's nice. Won't come on my show, but they go on McAfee's show. What's the difference?
Sean says Boston should have won that game last night.
Nobody's going to take that
That
seriously.
missed opportunity in the third period that Wolf save gave me Bob on Marchand vibes.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. It was very, very eerily similar. I was watching that and I'm like, oh, they're gonna. I said it almost the whole game. I kind of felt like Toronto was gonna win. As soon as I saw Boston come out and they were kind of just like, oh, we got to play. All right, I guess we'll play. Oops, there went the. As soon as I saw how they were playing, I knew Toronto was going to win. I was going to be close, but Boston just did not show the thing. The thing like what Barkov did, where we're in the third period of that game, and Barkov was like, you know what? I think I've had enough of this shit. I'm going to take matters into my own hands, and we're going to win this game. That Boston lacks that. So far. Now, I hope they don't find it, because if they find it, that means then they're going to play us. So either way, we're screwed, because the rest of the way we either got to beat Boston and the Rangers, or Boston and the Canes, or Toronto and the Rangers, or Toronto and the Canes. I mean, it ain't going to be. We're going to be here a while. We're going to be here a while. Kyle's going to be bald by the end of this one. I'm going to be so stressed my beard hair is going to fall out.
This stream sponsored to you by Keeps.
Right?
Let's see.
John, Ryan, I think he was on the stream last night, wasn't he? He's been around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not hiding. I don't think he makes it to the reviews. But he's not hidden. He's changed it now. What did he say last night, Kyle? Is we're going to lose to Boston? What was he saying?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Yeah, I don't remember either. He's a good guy. I enjoy it. The dude has managed to troll us the entire year and stick with it no matter how good we got, and he never crossed the line. That's all. He's okay in my book. I would be sad if he left.
Sean,
that's true. Go ahead, Kyle.
We're streaming Dallas Vegas tonight.
Yeah, so we're set. So tonight is 5 for Dallas Vegas. Tomorrow is 6 for Toronto and Boston. Friday is 6 for Vegas and Dallas. So we're set there. And then the sevens, if there's any sevens, which I hope they both go, it would work out to where Toronto and Boston are Saturday, and Sunday would be Vegas and Dallas. So I'm hoping we get 2 game sevens, because it's supposed to rain all weekend. So what the hell else am I going to do but sit inside the house and cry about Fluffy?
Rosado and Bobrovsky both say hello. Hello.
Hey guys. Sweet the Drifter. One bad Steve. How can I put this? Trey?
You mean sweet?
Yeah, I know, but Trey knows the juju. He knows the juju about the other. I tend to attract people that want to be the star of the show and get mad at me for not being complimentary enough of their. They get mad when I compliment Kyle, and it's an odd, strange situation. Steve's okay. He's a good guy. It just didn't work out. Our personalities, it didn't work out. Let's just put it that way. I'm not going to say anything bad about him. But he helped me out at a time when I needed advice and help. So I'm not gonna say anything bad. But it just didn't work out. And then don't ask me about the other guy. Go ahead, Kyle.
RBJVR says Barkey Selly was amazing. Barkov's celebration.
Oh, yeah. I like Rodriguez's celebration. Yeah. He was so happy he smiled twice. You know
nice.
What I mean? He was so damn happy. Sean, I think I would think it would be Tuesday, because Boston Toronto would be in Boston. So either way, the team would have to travel. I don't think they're going to start the game Monday. I mean, if they want to start it Monday, we're good. If they want to have Boston Toronto game 7 on Saturday and game 1 on Monday, I will apologize to Leaf and Bruin fans now by laughing at that, but it's probably would be Tuesday, right? You would assume that they would give them the extra day to catch a flight, and it would be Tuesday. But I ain't going to cry if it's Monday. We already had a week off at that point, right? Don says Stolarz has a dislocated rear end. Well, hey, look. At this point, I think it's obvious. The only reason Stolarz would be getting into a game is if something bad happened, or if Bob actually went to Maurice and said, "I am old, I'm tired, give me a break," and then Stolarz. But I don't see Bubba doing that. All right, I don't think Bob's gonna ask for any time off. I mean, the dude played the next game after the 4 overtimes. Can we still trade Erod, Sean? Well, it depends. We may not have to trade him because I know Tarasenko wants to stay. Now, Rodriguez might want to watch out since Tarasenko's running around warm-ups, knocking into everybody, trying to, clear cap space for his own damn contract. Rodriguez might want to watch out. I don't know, Sean. I don't. There's so many different ways that all could go down. I'm not worried about the contracts right now. All that'll settle itself up. Like I said, I want Reinhart. I'd love to see Montour stay, but if Montour leaves because we keep Tarasenko, I could live with that. I can live with that. Hey, MJ, how you doing, buddy? Thank you, MJ.
Says, hey, Jaws and Kyle, happy May Day on a quick break from job here. Sorry I've been MIA. Work has been crazy this week. Feels good to get the first round out of the way. Also, we finally beat the Bolts.
Hey, thank you, MJ. Glad to see you. We missed you on the winner, on the series finale there, but that's okay, man. I know you got a life. You're not like us, right? Right, Kyle? John says, I'm happy we have home ice in the next round. Rest and team health is our success. Yeah, to me, I have a different feeling about the rest in the first round than later. You know what I mean? I understand not wanting to have too much rest later. Maybe we're rusty the first period of game 1, but that's about it. Hey, go ahead. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Amanda. All right, thank you. Go ahead, Kyle.
She says, so since Bruins Leafs have another game, does that mean Sam Bennett will be available game 1? Love the content.
Well, thank you again for the super chat. So what Maurice said on Tuesday when they asked him, basically, he said, we said it was going to be at least a week, and he said, we're still there. So I assume that means at least another week, but that still would have us in line for game 1 against whoever if it's Tuesday. I have a feeling you're going to see him game 2, game 3. I have a feeling he won't be completely ready game 1. Maurice mentioned something about he's skating, but to try to skate around and get the blood flowing and then the hand swells back up type of deal. So we'll see. We know Bennett has been kind of a slow healer before. He's had that groin, and 1 week turns into 2, turns into 3. Everybody's got different vascularization. So hopefully game 1, but I certainly would not say it's a guarantee. But game 2, game 3, I think by then, we should be looking pretty good.
So
go ahead, Kyle.
We got a couple of pieces of news from Elliot Friedman. Jim Montgomery says Brandon Carlo, who missed overtime last night, is good for game 6. Also, Aiden Hill is getting the start tonight for Vegas.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I never heard of that guy. Is he a new guy they got?
No, he's the goalie who turned into a brick wall in the finals.
I must have skipped those games. I must have been out fishing. I don't remember much of that.
Let's see.
Well, now I'm really a Dallas fan because the last thing I want is Aiden Hill coming back and saving their ass. I mean, not that Thompson's been bad either, right? I mean, Thompson's been kind of lights out. I know they lost 2 in a row, but he's been making some ridiculous saves.
So, Jameson Olive says Bennett will skate tomorrow for the first time since his Game 2 injury per Maurice.
Okay.
When asked if he'll suit up in round 2, Maurice said it's a very real possibility. Next update will come closer to Game 1.
Okay. Yeah. So at some point, hey, look, we did, we did good. Lundell did good, right? He just needs to play his game. I got no problem. I know he's not Bennett. To me, especially if we get Boston, I hate it because I like the way Lorentz is playing, but we need Lomberg on the ice. With Bennett off the ice, we really need Lomberg, in my opinion. So we'll see how that works out. Although I guess Okposo would be the guy out, right? Well, if Bennett comes back, then Okposo and Lorentz are probably off unless if Lomberg's in. So Lomberg had gotten better, but he still wasn't like rested enough and healthy enough from being sick so bad to play. I would assume he'd be good to go Game 1, which if Bennett's not back, I think then you'll see Lorentz with Lomberg and Cousins. But Okposo did good. I feel much more confident now in somebody got hurt and Okposo has to come in. Veteran guy, and like I said in the last review, the adjustment that he made, I saw it, and that's a smart, good hockey player. He's not done in these playoffs, in my opinion. He's gonna get one. He's gonna get an important one because he's still good in the zone. When the puck needs to be saved at the line or moved around, or you need a body in front, he's still really good. Just needs a head start.
Super Strike says, I still can't believe the Leafs won last night.
Oh, man, I didn't. I don't know if it's because we came back on Boston last year or if it's because I just want the chaos. But I think a lot of us kind of had a feeling, you know what I mean? Not like psychic feeling, but just kind of like the Leafs, they're not going to go out like this, right? It's just kind of like, damn, man, just to go out like that. It's not like Boston has been playing, it's not like Boston's been playing lights out. It's just kind of been Toronto's not been picking it up. And remember what I said during the beginning of the stream last night? I had a inebriation-induced conspiracy theory. And my conspiracy theory was that Keefe saw that the Leafs were losing and everybody was giving shit effort and they were just expecting Matthews to score because he's Matthews. So my conspiracy theory is that they took Matthews out of that period and for the game to force the other guys to play harder. And it probably is. I'm probably not right in that theory, but if I was, it worked because there was John Tavares. Who had John Tavares using speed coming from the outside in overtime? You know what I mean? Yeah, Sean. Yeah. Oh, they kept asking good questions. Hey, they asked me about Hurricane Andrew. That's the story, right? That's the story, man. But no, we had a good time. I had mowed the grass right before, and the allergies acted up, and so I had to. I don't have any Allegra because somebody in the house took it all. Do you know anything about that, Kyle?
Taking all the Allegra.
Anybody that would have taken all the Allegra and then not told me that they took it? No idea who that could have been? No clue. That's what I figured. I figured if you would know, you would have told me. So I had to use natural antihistamine. Super Strike said, hey, it's an interesting as a theory, and it worked as a Leaf fan, so you can't complain with a playoff win. I mean, I thought about it, in the sense of in the regular season, like if somebody's out, if Ekblad's out, or like if Forsling is out, Ekblad goes crazy or tries to, right? If Barkov is out, you might see Tkachuk try to take over a game. Or if Tkachuk is out, Bennett might try to, lift his level of play. I just was kind of thinking about it that way, that maybe they're a little bit spoiled and they're just expecting Matthews to do all the work and score all the goals because he's the 69 guy, right? And whether they did it I'm sure they didn't do it on purpose, but if I was the coach, I would have come out and said I did that on purpose, and it worked. Because he's on the hot seat. I would have said, "See, I'm a good coach. Look at what I did. I made it work." Hey, Amanda, thank you, Amanda. Holy crap! Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you.
Thank you.
She says, "What are the chances we re-sign Sam Reinhart? If so, who are the likely players out the door? We also need to extend Bennett and Verhaeghe. Probably more important than Reinhart, in my opinion."
Well, we talk about that a lot. And what I'll do is I'll lump them all together. Reinhart, Lundell, Spencer Knight, Montour, Verhaeghe, Bennett, and Ekblad. Somebody's going. Out of those 7, unless everybody signs the Gustav Forsling contract, somebody's going. I don't think it's going to be Reinhart. My guess is it's going to be Montour. What I would like to see, I've been thinking about this one a little bit too, is what I would like to see is Reinhart and Verhaeghe kind of get matching contracts, just boom, on the same day. Just give Reinhart his extension and just get the Verhaeghe thing done at the same time. Because those, in my opinion, are the 2 most important. This team without Carter Verhaeghe, forget about it. Just go look at who wins the games in overtime in the 3rd period. That's Reinhart, Verhaeghe are the must. And then kind of Bennett after that. It's a tough problem to have. It really is. How much does Reinhart want? How much does Verhaeghe want? Will Ekblad take a pay cut? Are we going to move on from Spencer Knight? And if we do, how much does Stolars want? It's one of them's got to go. It's unless the cap goes up by like $8 million, somebody's got to go. It's just the pure math of it. So I think we can get everybody done and keep Spencer Knight if we let Montour go. I think that's the way it could work. If everybody kind of, we got to have some team-friendly deals. Reinhardt's got to take 9 instead of wanting 10. And then what do you pay Carter Verhaeghe? I mean, he's just going to walk into the office with, I got 40 goals and 40 goals and 40 goals. So, and that's the good question Mason has. How many more years would I give Reinhardt? Where we're lucky with Reinhart, I've said this a lot, where we're lucky with Reinhart is he's already been making 6.5 for a few years. And he's got the experience in Buffalo. I don't think he wants to leave. When you see how Stamkos is playing at age 34, and Reinhart is what, he's 30 now, 29, 30. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem giving Reinhart 6 years because his game is not really based on speed. He's not had a lot of injuries. I wouldn't have a problem giving him 6 years. I mean, that's going to ding you down the road, but we're in that win the cup now mode right now. And then, if we win a cup or 2 like Tampa and the wheels kind of fall off a little bit, well, we got our cup or 2. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Kyle.
So MJ says Verhaeghe should get at least $50 million. He's worth it.
I mean, 6 times 8.5. Yeah, I mean, more than that, really. If you're going to give Verhaeghe's going to be 29-ish, right? So, again, if you give him 5-6 years at 9 or 10, I mean, that's what these guys are going to be making, And then, of course, as soon as we get all of that sorted out, it'll be Bubba's last year, right? Not next year, but the year after. So after next year, once we get all of those contracts sorted out, then Bob's on his last year. So, now we need to win now, like now and next year. And then I think, I'm not saying the window closes, but at that point you got, it's going to be, we'll be the Lightning again. You know what I mean? Even if Bubba doesn't retire, if he stays for another couple of years and takes, $5 million, it's hard, man. It's hard because we gave Spencer Knight that 4.5. And at this point, you're just like, well, what do we do? You can hang on to him and just pay that money to keep him for when Bob is gone, right? But that could cost you another player. And don't forget, I want to sign Tarasenko. I'd love to see a full year of Barkov, Reinhart, Tarasenko. Oh, I get goosebumps just from the highlights. Hey, Ryan, I think you're confused, brother. Ryan, I think you might want to watch the highlights.
So,
hey, MJ, Rosado saying hi. I don't know I guess maybe you have him blocked or something. MJ, no, man, Tarasenko took $5 million in 1 year from Ottawa. So he'll take 3 years, and he's not a young guy. He'll take $3 million from us. I would love to see Tarasenko get 2 years at $3 million. That's some insurance there in case we lose anybody else, right? The one guy that I don't really got a really great feeling about is how much money Carter Verhaeghe is going to want, because he's been underpaid for quite some time. Like with Reinhart, he's kind of making, not the 50 goals, but what he was scoring the last few years, 6.5 is a viable salary for him. What we've been paying for Verhaeghe for his production, he's been getting robbed. Okay. So he's going to want to get paid because this is the only contract he's fixing to get. If he's going to get a long one. So that's the one I'm a little bit queasy about. And Praga's got, yeah, exactly. It's not just the 40 goals, it's when he scores them. So Verhaeghe will have higher bidders than Reinhart. Hockey people are smart. You know what I mean? Reinhart knows that a lot of his success is who he's playing with. It's a little bit different with Verhaeghe in the sense that he can really make it happen on his own. He gets the puck in the slot and he starts sliding over, and it's in the net, bro. Just ding the score. Just put it in. You know what I mean? And that's, guys like that. And another thing that will affect, you got Verhaeghe now, you got Reinhart now. How much is Marchessault going to get paid? Is he going to get paid? Is he going to leave? Is he going to stay? What's the market going to be? He's got the Conn Smythe. Now, we don't know at the end of this year. Reinhart or Verhaeghe could have a Conn Smythe at the end of this year. So a lot goes into that, man. There are a lot of days I'd like Bill Zito's job. I'd like to pay. I want his paycheck, but he's got a lot of responsibility right now.
Hey, Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you. Holy crap. Thank you. Much appreciated. Go ahead, Kyle.
She says, if one of Verhaeghe or Reinhart has to walk, who are you letting go? I don't think we can pay both 50 to 60 million each.
And if I had to lose one, I lose Verhaeghe and keep Tarasenko. If I have to, if like hands to hide behind my back, I want to keep Reinhart. He does too many different things. I love Verhaeghe, but I'd rather have Reinhart and Tarasenko than Verhaeghe and Tarasenko. Yeah. And that hurts me to say that, man. That pains me something fierce. It's a tough call. Now as I'm saying it, my mind wants to change on me. That is a difficult decision to make right there, to be honest with you. But Reinhart is a better overall player. But God, if we lose Verhaeghe, you have to re-sign Tarasenko because, he may not be Verhaeghe clutch, but that's a lot of third period and overtime goals we'd be losing. Trey says, Reinhart between the two, I'm legit afraid of giving Reinhart the bag, and he goes back to being a 25-goal guy. I don't think they're going to pay him, I hope they don't pay him based on this 1 year. But you never know who, if he actually gets other contract offers, if they let him test it, I don't know. I think what I hope is happening is what I just joked about. Maybe Reinhart and Verhaeghe are waiting. They want to see if they've got a Conn Smythe on their resume before they go signing any contracts. I know, I'm not kidding. If Marchessault can do it, Reinhart or Verhaeghe could do it, especially Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe be like, I won all 4 games in overtime. Okay? You know what I mean? It's like, and now I go backwards. You're saying Reinhart, Verhaeghe. It's like, if you're asking me to choose between Reinhart and Verhaeghe, I'm going to tell you trade Bob and let Spencer Knight play. And I don't want to say that either. Let trade Bob and put Stolarz in that. I don't think I could make that decision. That would be tough. Rosado, I think Verhaeghe's only making like 4.5 or something. Let me see. Let me see. Kyle, run the stream for a second.
Okay. MJ says, not Knights, no.
Verhaeghe is 3-year, $12.5 million. So that's like $4.1 million.
iDog says Rhino's cap hit is $6.5 million right now.
Yeah, Reinhart is 6.5, but Verhaeghe's 4.1. So all these years that he's been getting 40 goals and Mr. Clutch, $4 million. He's going to want to get paid.
Costa says, trust me, if given the ice time, Tarasenko is a sniper.
Costa, I like hearing that because Tarasenko might be our Verhaeghe insurance policy. And look, if you're going to keep a team in the cup window, that stuff happens. You hate it, right? Because we just love these guys to play for forever, you know. But it's tough, you know. You're paying Bob $10 million, and he's worth it now. You see that, so it's a tough situation. The best situation that I can think of, the only other thing that I can think of, is if over the summer Kyle and I kidnap Bettman and force him to raise the salary cap by about $15 million. I'm in. I can't drive bridges or highways. But I'm good at judo, so I could probably wrestle him to the ground without an issue. But Kyle can't drive either. Well, Kyle can be the distraction, right? Yeah, Kyle, we'll get Kyle in the Michael Jackson or the Elvis outfit, and you just go like you're a street performer and distract everybody. I'll run over and Tomoe Nagi Bettman into the van, but we need a driver. And then we'll force them to give us an extra $15 million in caps and, raise the cap by $15 million. And we're good. Yeah, that'll do it. I'm in. Who else? Super Strike says I'm in.
Julian says, hey, lads, do you guys know where I can get the Florida blue jersey with the palm tree? I want Zito to re-sign Rhino or Corder first before I buy one.
Are you talking about the new one? Or
yeah, the reverse retro.
Oh, yeah. The one that my brother said he was buying me for Christmas 2 years ago. That one. I mean, me personally, if I'm looking for anything, the first place I'm going is eBay. That doesn't guarantee you'll find it, but usually if you're going to get a decent deal on something, that's where I would go. MJ, can't drive. Yeah, I can't drive bridges. Okay, let me put it this way. I shouldn't drive bridges and highways. If I have to, I can. But I would not feel comfortable if I had my kids in the car and I'm the one driving the bridge. I really shouldn't. I got bad vertigo. And so going up the bridges or going too fast in the highways, it's not really safe. I can do it if I slow down enough and really, really grip the wheel and focus. But it's not safe. I shouldn't be doing it. We'll put it that way. Kind of like Kyle mowing the grass, right? I shouldn't be doing it. I killed Ellie. When Ellie died, Kyle wasn't here to dig the hole. And I dug the hole myself, and my knee has been killing me. And it just got better about a week ago. Then I mowed the grass yesterday, and now the damn thing is killing me again. Hey, Amanda. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you. She says, let Ekblad and Montour walk, sign Bennett, Verhaeghe, and Reinhart. Does the math work on that? Oh, it works. Absolutely. That works. The question is, would they let Ekblad just walk? Would Ekblad walk? I mean, every interview he says how much he wants to stay in Florida. Yes. that math would work. They'd have to change the glass, right? Like the song that Nick and I did. They'd have to change the glass at the front of the arena because Ekblad's there. I don't know how much that would cost, but if they do change that glass, I want to be there because I want that glass. I want to take the glass, put the mirror. I want to put that glass up. But yeah, those numbers, that math would work if they were willing to do that. And Forsling set the tone, right? I mean, Forsling took such a team-friendly deal. I have a feeling they probably offered Montour about the same thing and said, "Here you go." And Forsling took it, and Montour said, "No, I'm good." I think Montour is going to be the one that goes. That's just the vibe I get. And if he goes, we should be good we should have enough money to sign everybody if including Ekblad, if he'll take a pay cut. If Montour goes, we can sign everybody else and keep Spencer Knight if Ekblad takes a pay cut. So there's that. Or if, depending on how much the cap goes up, right? Like it was supposed to only go up 2 and it went 4 this year. And that helps us. I mean, that money is right there for Reinhart. That really helped us. So if that happens again, if it goes up like another 4 or maybe even 5, how much did the NFL salary cap go up this year, Kyle? I know it's different.
I'm not sure actually.
But it was some crazy amount, right?
Yeah.
It was like 35 million or 25 million or something like that. Yeah, 30 million. There you go. Trey's got it. Yeah. So buy tickets, buy jerseys. And if everybody does, the more money we spend, the more money the cap will go up. It's hard, man. It's tough. I super strike. I'm not a huge fan of the cap either myself. I like it the way, was it football that had it in the very beginning? When they first did it, they had some kind of a system where basically if you were re-signing your own guys, like if you draft and develop a guy, you got like a break when you re-signed him. Like they made it easier to re-sign your own guys, which that would only apply for us for Barkov and Ekblad, but that might have been different had we been able to, have those rules. It's just tough to keep a team together. I mean, I guess that's the way the league wants it to keep competition and everything like that. So, all right, everybody, that's going to do it for today. I got another video coming out, and Kyle and I will be live 1/2 hour before Vegas and Dallas tonight. I got the Dallas jersey ready to go. Oh, Kyle, we got to make sure we got dessert because we ate the ice cream last night. We got to make sure we got dessert. So I got to check that out. Otherwise, I got to go to the dollar store. So, all right, everybody, appreciate all the support. Thank you all very much for the super chats, Amanda especially. Holy crap, that made my day. I ain't gonna lie about that. Appreciate it all. Everybody send a good juju for Fluffy. Like I started the show off with, he fell this morning when he was getting up. He's okay. He's all right. But I don't want to say enjoy the last ride, but he ain't getting any younger day by day. So everybody put the good juju out for him. All right, everybody. We'll see. Thanks again, and we'll see you again tonight.
See you later.